You ain't heard this stuff yet. The bottom of the notes.
G'day there, podcaster.
Yeah, this is just the gear we didn't get around to throughout the year, just the bottom of our notes. I've got one for you today, Ben and Bell.
Yeah, do it.
I don't know if I ever told you this, but my dog on his collar, he's got this like black thing, and I think people think it's one of those buzzy that zap you when
Anti-bark
you
thing.
Yeah, and I wouldn't do that. That's cruel. But what it actually is because Sarah's terrified of us losing Toby. It's a little air tag, and then you can buy this thing that clicks on the collar.
See, so we talked about with our cats. We got two cats, Corvo and Crash, and we were thinking, should we make them outside cats? Now, I know a lot of people have different opinions on that. They've always been inside cats. But I was thinking, if they're outside cats, they would at least get to live in the real world. And then
They would not survive.
No, I wouldn't be worried about them surviving. But the thing that I would be worried about is we were saying, maybe we should get an air tag so that we know where they are at all times. But then could you imagine how sad you would be if they don't come home and you check the air tag and you go to where they are and then you find them hit by a car on the side of the road? You'd be so sad.
Or
Yeah.
alternatively, you're like, where are they? And then you just find them and they're okay.
No, that's
Yeah, but-
that's what would happen 99% of the time.
Yeah.
But I was like, could you imagine you would feel so guilty if you're like, I let them out.
Okay, yeah.
Like they're my responsibility.
But
I
you'd
let
get
them
that
out.
call from the vet
and they
and,
got hit
stuff
by a
anyway when
car.
they chip the dead cat, and then you'd get no like.
Yeah,
it's
no,
like-
but I think what I'm saying is you let them out, you air tag them,
Yep.
so you think it's okay, they get hit by a car,
Yep.
and then you're probably first on the scene because you've got them and you go, I know where they are, and then they're hit by a car.
Yep.
You feel horrible.
No.
Well, I would recommend...
Which is the only reason we haven't done it.
I'd recommend against it because
Okay.
here's the thing with AirTags. You can only have them set up to one iCloud account.
Yep.
I know this because
I've got two.
looked
For
at
the
this.
record, I got two air tags. We use them when we go traveling overseas and whatever. I put them in the luggage.
Yeah. So I got it. We got one AirTag.
Yep.
And it's on Sarah's iCloud.
Yep.
And I am probably the main person that walks the dog because of our job. I'm finishing earlier. She's finishing later in the day. I walk in for an hour every day. And my phone goes skits every single day, going ping, 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 because my Apple gives me notifications saying you've been AirTagged. Someone's following you.
Yeah, you've been tracked.
So then that means creeps can't put AirTags in your car,
Yeah.
and so you know about it and then I can't stop the notifications and I can't connect it to my account. So it's like the most annoying thing ever. So I get notifications every day being like,
Yep.
you're being followed.
That
And I'm like,
seems-
Apple, it's okay. I know about this. And it's got my exact route of my walk, like where I've taken the dog.
You should be able, that's a real
It's so
flaw.
annoying.
You should be able to go onto, you can't do this, but what you should be able to do is go onto Sarah's phone and in the settings, you should be able to allow
Liam
you-
Stapleton's.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that would make sense. But I think it's so you can't, maybe people then don't hack into your AirTags
Yeah.
and then, I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason, but
Can't
it's
you
just,
just do it with no notifications?
no, it's a safety thing. It's
because
like
it's
you
not
can't stop
it's not
it.
his
AirTag.
phone. It's like his phone's telling him there's an AirTag on you.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you can't stop that. Because that's
It's another
otherwise,
device, you know what I mean?
I could go put an AirTag on someone's car,
Yeah.
but that's obviously super creepy and dangerous. So Apple's basically alerting that person, hey, just so you know, there's an AirTag
Which-
near you.
Wait, so your phone can detect that there's an
Yes.
AirTag near
Yeah.
you?
Of course.
Because the way they work is with Bluetooth. So as soon as your phone pings the Bluetooth signal, it goes, there's an AirTag.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there were girls getting AirTags put on them
not
when they
anymore.
were going out. Like there were guys that were putting
Yeah.
AirTags on.
Yeah,
women.
well,
So is
Apple's
that
obviously
because of
brought
that?
this thing in, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go.
So, I know, that's horrible that happened, but now I'm getting bloody notifications when I'm walking the dog.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
because I did a bit of research into these AirTags, and I went for Apple because it made the most logical sense.
Wasn't there
because
that shitty one
the
you're talking about?
Yeah, because the way they work is so you know where it is because they're so small and tiny, but you know where your, let's say, luggage is because when one of the luggage people loading up your bags, if they've got an iPhone, which is a lot of the population, within like 20 meters or something like that, it then sends the signal to their phone, uploads it to the cloud, sends it to your phone so you know where your luggage is.
Pretty cool, really.
So if no one with an iPhone, if everyone's got Samsung, you would actually know where your bag is. But because most
it
people...
uses people's phones.
Yeah, so it uses other people's phones to create a network so that you know where your stuff is. But I was, because they're a bit more on the pricey side, but I was looking at cheaper alternatives. I can't remember what the name of it is, but there's one called like Token or something like that. Let's say it's Token. And there was Token, and I was reading into how it works. I didn't understand it. And it's like, yeah, so for Token to work, because there's nothing to do with Apple, the person has to have Token download it on their phone,
Which is
for
no
you to
one.
know, which is no one. Like no one's got tokens.
That's so funny.
So you would never know where your shit is.
It's a token purchase. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the worst.